Louisiana Beer Reviews Extra Gold Slow Brewed Lager. This is Coors Extra Gold. Hops, barley, slow brewed. Brewing Extra Gold Lager requires uncommon patience. Patience in the slow aging of the roasted malts. Patience to take the 3 extra brewing steps needed to craft every batch. I don't know what those steps are. This added time and effort yields an exceptional refined lager. Thank you, JoJo from Massachusetts, for sending me these cans. We haven't gotten this in Louisiana for at least 21 years. It takes time to produce the flavor of the rich lagers of the past. The traditional old world lager recipes allow no shortcuts. And this is only brewed in Golden, Colorado. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. There's a disclosure, beer. And it's certified kosher. And I can't figure out that production code. But anyway, this is normally sold in 30 packs of 12-ounce cans. Is it sold in other configurations? I think you could still find bottles, like Keystone Light. You could still find bottles, but the chances are so minimal, it's not worth trying to search them out. Let's go back to 1985. 1985, Miller, Philip Morris, you know what I mean? Philip Morris, but Miller Brewing Company introduced Miller Genuine Draft. Actually, for the first year and a half or so, it was called Miller High Life Genuine Draft. Coors must have been doing some intel work on Miller, because very soon, right after in 85, they came out with Coors Extra Gold, which was a packaged draft beer, cold filtered, non-pasteurized draft beer. And then pretty soon, everybody was coming out with these things. Oh, what a big deal. You might remember 1986, 87, for about 10 years or longer. And then that began to fade. And I got some thoughts about that, and we'll get to that in a moment. But let's go to the beer review first. Thick, off-white head, a deep gold color. It is darker than the regular lager beer. It's a burnished gold. You can see that. So this is no flim-flam. They're not just making it up like, yeah, it's extra, but then it really isn't. But yeah, it is. Now, is it an adjunct lager? Yeah, they use water, barley malt, corn syrup, hop extract, yeast. All right? It's very rare, or I'll say it's generally rare. I've seen it in Maryland, Baltimore County, Maryland. I think New Jersey has it. He got it in Massachusetts in 30 packs. It's here and there, but not in the South. No way. I've never seen it anywhere in the South. Maryland, I guess, is the upper South, south of the Mason-Dixon line, but it's practically unavailable. Now, from what I understand, people say you see it in the grocery stores in Colorado in the 30 packs. And perhaps 6 packs of bottles. I don't, or more than likely 12 packs of bottles. The aroma. Oh, and JoJo sent me a stout. I'm going to get to that one pretty soon. A local stout. It's smells like beer. You know what I mean? Like American lager beer. If you've smelled Pabst, Schlitz, Old Milwaukee, Budweiser. Well, Budweiser's a little different with the rice base, but Stag, Michelob, you know what I mean. Of course, Michelob these days is all malt, but it's a nice and sweet, semi-sweet, kind of semi-sour aroma. The taste. Slightly darker roasted malts. Corn syrup. No, because like Miller, you get that a little bit, but like Miller Coors says, the corn syrup's used as a fermentable, so there's no syrup in the beer final product. It's all converted into alcohol, okay? This is 5%. Don't know the IBUs. I'm sure the international bitterness units are low. White bread crust. A little tiny bitterness, amount of bitterness. Medium body. And a crisp, clean, refreshing finish. It is better than Schaefer. I always used to drink Schaefer, mainly because it was $7.98 a suitcase, 24 pack, the Weekender. But I liked it too. I mean, it was a good tasting product. It was yanked from the market here in 1999, 2000. Now we get a Schaefer Light in a few limited locations and the price is not good. I used to get Coors Extra Gold in the 90s. I liked it. Then all of a sudden, poof, it's gone. Disgusting, but that's what happened. Red Dog, same thing. There's definitely more hop action going on than many of the others I named. Not more than Schlitz. Schlitz is definitely the hoppiest American premium lager beer that I've tasted. They went a little overboard 10 years ago with it, I thought, or maybe 8 years ago, making it like an IPL, in India Pale Lager. But they've dialed it back to a really hoppy, somewhat bitter and fruity and piney bitterness lager beer. I love Schlitz. I need to revisit it. And don't get me started on the Schlitz malt liquor, another great one. But anyway, this is just like they say on the website and on the can. It is better than most of the others. It's better than Miller High Life. It's better than Budweiser. They even did taste tests back in the old days when it was a draft beer against Budweiser, like 28 years ago, and they were saying 53% of Bud drinkers prefer Coors Extra Gold in a blind taste test. They did that 10 years before that with Schlitz, 10, 12 years before that with Schlitz, and they were saying most Bud drinkers prefer Schlitz in a blind taste test. Let's think for a minute. Little sweetness here. On the sweetness scale, Cyclops scale, it's probably 3 out of 5 sugar cubes. On a bitterness scale, 1.5 hop cones out of 5. It's really not that bitter. It's got a little character with the hops. Let's think. I think this has been relegated to the back shelf in the obscure world of beer because Coors might have felt that they probably knew that it tastes a little better than Coors Banquet. And at that time, 1999, 2000, Coors Banquet was dying out so badly. It's not even in the top 20 these days now. You know, it went from the early 80s being one of the top beers to, you know, not available, basically. Go to any restaurant and bar, ask for Coors. You know the girl's going to bring you a Coors Light. And you say, no, I was looking for Coors Banquet. They're not going to know what you're talking about. I'm talking about right now, 2020. And I think, this is theory, this is not fact at all. I think Coors might have felt that the gold, Extra Gold, was going to hurt their efforts to get people back onto Coors Banquet, Coors Original. So they just kind of intentionally let the Extra Gold die away. Another thing is, I think the companies, the various beer companies, realized that most consumers at the end of it didn't really care about packaged draft, you know, genuine draft products. That, yeah, the taste might be a little bit better, and it actually is better, but it's not remarkably better, and that they would just get cheaper stuff. So you've noticed all the draft products have just died out completely or faded away, largely faded away. Look at Miller Genuine Draft. Can't even get it in this town. Can barely get it in New Orleans. Can barely get it in Baton Rouge, and I'm certainly not going to search for it. So if you're trying to bring back Coors, your former flagship, and your own product is competing against it, then you just let it die. That's my theory, right? Am I slamming Coors Banquet? Oh, no, 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 no. I love Coors Banquet, and I can get 6 packs of pint cans, the tall cans, 6 packs, for $4.53 here in this town. $4.53, true story. Probably going to buy some tomorrow. But looking back through the... So, oh, what would I score this? Look at that, nice lacing too. Well, JoJo, I'm going to go with 94 out of 100. 94 out of 100. A most excellent product. Oh, that Rocky Mountain water, that High Mountain Barley. I'm not really joking. The water does taste so good. Oh, so clean. Hey, clean. It is clean. So, but going back in time, I wish I could go back in time and do things over again. I just have to find my way back. But anyway, here's from 1998. This bottle I know is from 1998. I bought this here, and it's Coors Extra Gold, and it's showing the medals they won. Gold medal, Pilsner, 1989 Great American Beer Festival. Gold medal, Lager, was it? Oh, American Premium Lager, 1990. And then on the side, they're touting that they won a medal in 1994 at the Brewing Industry International Awards beer competition at the best draft lager. We've always been proud of the beer we brew. Still, it's nice to have this beer recognized by experts worldwide as a great beer in 1989 and 1990. And then they go on to this. It says, for extra gold drinkers, these awards are no surprise. If this is your first extra gold, enjoy the beer the world finds pretty special. But at the end of it, I guess people didn't really find it that special, or I should say maybe Coors found it a little too special. Anyway, the finest malted barley, selected grains, corn grits, now corn syrup, and choicest hops. Nothing artificial added. That's true. So when people tell you, oh, they're adding all kind of chemicals, yeah, actually they're not. It's just water, barley malt, corn syrup, malt extract, and yeast. And when I've had people tell me that, it's like they add all these chemicals. They give me a list. And I say, well, can you give me some kind of information on that? I don't need to give you that information. You're a corporate shill. You're working for the international conglomerate. You running dog lackey. I was like, you could call me names, but do you have any definitive source material? Well, of course they don't. Anyway, smooth tasting premium draft Michelob Golden Draft beer. This came out, I believe, 1989. This was Anheuser-Busch's draft beer competitor. It's still made, sold around Iowa and Minnesota, perhaps Missouri. There's a new label. I don't have it since I'm not going to drive to Missouri or Iowa to get a bottle. Some parts of Chicago maybe you can get it. Huh? Does it taste good? Yeah. Is it better than Budweiser? Yeah. To me. Miller Genuine Draft, you know, hey, the original that nobody can find anymore. Except in Australia and Europe. Ham's Genuine Draft, cold filtered beer. Yeah, I bought this. Yeah. But I bought it west of the Mississippi River in Louisiana once. No, I'm thinking of, I'll show you the one I bought in Louisiana. This one I bought in Chicagoland, south suburbs of Chicago. The south side. The fun is on the south side. Yeah, then Miller sued them and threatened to sue them, so they hurried up and changed it to Ham's Golden Draft. And then Miller bought Ham's and then discontinued Golden Draft. This is the one I bought in Louisiana, west of the Mississippi River. Cold filtered Pabst Genuine Draft. Yeah, I bought this in Louisiana. And you see that, remember that 90s serrated can design? Yeah, it was really good. And then it was really gone. I bought this in Wisconsin, in La Crosse, at a grocery store right east of the Mississippi River. Heileman's Old Style Classic Draft. cold filter beer. Yeah. You ain't gonna see that nowhere. And I'll show you one more old draft beer, cold filtered. Oh, I bought this in La Crosse the same day at the grocery store over there off of US Highway 61. Colt 45 premium beer, not malt liquor, cold filtered. Now, yeah, you don't see us around, do you? When I saw this, it's made in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and I bought it in La Crosse, Wisconsin. When I saw that, I said, woof. I told my friend Paul, he was with me on the trip, I said, oh wait, he was with me on the 2002 trip. Did I buy this in 2002? Or was it 96? The 96 trip? I don't know. 96. It was 96 because I brought it back home and I told my father, try some of this. He tried it. I said, what you think? Well, he said it was pretty good. But it's a little strong for me, you know. Coors Light drinker, everything is strong, you know. Okay, so that's the past. We live in the present. This is not really the present. It exists, but just barely. Oh well. Too bad. Some of the best beers you can get, you can't get them. Or, you know, some of the best beers produced, you can't get them. Red Dog. In many people's case, Schlitz. The Extra Gold. Now, you know Pabst. You might say, it's too bad they stopped making Colt 45 premium beer, cold filtered. And you might walk into a store and say, look! You never know what they got. I don't even know if they know what they're producing. So, oh man. Thanks for watching this long. It needed to be long because it's too much to cover. You know, it's like you can't. I'm probably forgetting some of the draft beers that I have from those days. Oh well. Anyway, Laissez-Les Bon Temps Relais, a most excellent product, and I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.